Hey there, it's Diane Hastings, and I just wanted to talk to you today about a situation that came up, and I saw it on a Facebook group that I was in, and a woman had posted that she was a rep for a company and had a party and nobody showed. And so, well, first thing I want to say is if you are in direct sales or party plan, welcome to the club. You haven't been in any amount of time if you haven't had a party where nobody showed, because every single person who's been in this business for any amount of time has had a no-show party. So that's the first thing. Also, as a hostess, if you're hostessing a party, that can happen too. But what was interesting is that when people explored a little further and said, well, what did you do? She actually had invited 15 people, but she had I think she had messaged them, but it was a mass message. It wasn't an individual message. And she had posted multiple reminders on her page, on her business page. And guess what? Nobody comes to events that they are just mass invited to, especially a selling event. I mean, let's be real about it. So there were a couple things she could have done, and so I thought I would address that with you because she basically did everything wrong. I mean, that's all there is to it. And the first one is 15 people. Normally, you're going to get maybe 20% of the people that you invite. 20, 25, 30% of the people that you invite are going to come. So when you invite 15 people, that means you're going to have maybe 3 to 5. That is if you individually message them, individually text them, individually call them, not a mass email, non-personal. So the non-personal just negates everything I just said. You are not going to get 25, 35% on a non-personal message. That's all there is to it. So here's what I recommend and what she did. And I will tell you, I work part-time for a nonprofit, and all we do is really fun events. That's the business that we're in, is really fun events, and then we raise money. And so what we do is we email people. On certain events, like our great big deal events, we actually mail invitations. We do save the date. We do multiple email invitations. We follow up with texts prior to the event, like a couple of weeks before. We do texts a week of. We text people the day of that said they were going to come. Because guess what? They forget. We'd love to think they remember. We love to think they put things on their calendar. They don't. And so it's the same with us. So what we do is we send out an invitation. I like Red Stamp. If you haven't used redstamp.com, they make great invitations, and you can do something that works for text, works for Messenger, works for email. I love text, email, Messenger invitations. You can put that together, you send it out, whatever time frame. You might only have a few days. You might have just scheduled your party and you got a few days. It doesn't matter. It's okay. But send out your email message or your text message and send it in an individual, and then you're going to follow up a few days before the event. So maybe 3-4 days, you send out another text that says, hey, want to make sure that you got this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Would love to have you come to this event. And then the day of, you're also going to message them, especially the ones that said they were going to come. Hey, just a reminder, party's tonight, really excited, can't wait for you to be there. You just have to stay on top of it. And you guys and you know who you are, the ones that are always going, I hate making phone calls, whatever, you don't have to all the time, but I'm telling you, phone calls are king. Phone calls are king. So when you've got a hostess or you are a rep and you're calling people, it is so much different when you're calling and saying, okay, so the color street is who I work with, is Color Street. And so maybe I'm calling and saying, hey, this is Diane from Color Street. I'm so excited about the event that I'm having on Tuesday. I would love for you to come and check this out. I'd love to get your opinion. Because it is a new product. Maybe you're selling bags or purses or jewelry, and you're calling and you're the hostess, and you're calling and going, girl, you got to come by, have a glass of wine, and check out this jewelry. It's going to be so fun. You're going to love it. Can't wait to see you. Let me know if you're going to be there. Oh, and if you want to bring a girlfriend, you're welcome to do that. It's going to be a good time. How different is that from just a mass email that goes out to anybody who'll show up? So you really want to get personal with things and as much as possible. And, I get it that you can't always make phone calls. I get it that some of you aren't going to do it no matter what anybody says, but it is helpful. But if you're not going to do that, send personal text messages. You got to work it a little bit. I mean, you're not just going to just go out and just make money by just sending out a bunch of texts and a bunch of people are going to show up. You're not going to send out a massive email and a bunch of people are going to show up and you're going to make a bunch of money. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. You got to put a little work into it. So go ahead and schedule your events, but just stay on top of it, get personal, and realize that people want to feel like you want them there because you want them there, not just because you want their checkbook to show up with them. So I hope that helps. If you have any more questions, just message me. I'll be happy to help you out. And good luck on your parties. Bye.